programming is the process of giving machines a set of instructions that describes how a program should be carried out. In data, programming allows us as humans to be able to interrogate data far beyond what we would be able to do ourselves. It allows us to be able to process large amounts of data, identify patterns, and develop machine learning models where we can then classify or predict future instances. In addition, programming provides the ability for these instructions to be used time and time again by different people. It can also be used to help automate tasks. Programming can be utilised throughout the life cycle of a data project. It allows us to store and extract data from data management systems, carry out quality checks, and analyse data for trends and patterns. Furthermore, it can be used to develop models and test them before implementation. There are many programming languages out there, and they all have their own merits, and some of them are better suited to particular tasks than others. An important part of a data practitioner's role is to be able to program, as without this skill, there is a limit to what insights and values that can be drawn from data. This is especially true when processing large amounts of data and/or developing machine learning models. Programming allows us to be able to interact with machines that have far greater computational ability than us. In addition to this, programming languages such as Python and R have ready-built libraries and frameworks that can be utilised to help analyse different types of data and develop models. As a result, from an employability perspective, it is very favourable to have programming skills and can be essential for some roles. There is also a way of thinking when programming, so developing on the skill is really beneficial in tackling data problems and helps when picking up other programming languages later down the line. Programming is used across data projects to help analyse and process data. A data engineer may use programming language SQL, structured query language, to provide instructions on how to extract the raw data from its source, transform it, and load it into a database. This data is then ready for, say, a data scientist to query using SQL. The data scientists may then use Python or R to take this data and carry out analysis. This can be used to provide instructions on how to examine the data for quality issues and explore for any patterns or trend. Both Python and R provide ready-built packages and libraries to help with analysing data. For example, Python has a library called scikit-learn, which features various machine learning algorithms. A similar library can be found in R called Caret. The data scientist could then use, say, scikit-learn library to train a machine learning model. A data visualization engineer then may use this insight to develop a dashboard or application using Python or R Shiny to showcase these results. Throughout this process, this data problem is being broken down into smaller steps and to provide instructions to the machine. Different programming languages are also being used as they are suited for different tasks. There are so many opportunities out there to learn this skill, so the challenge is how do you cut through all the resources and find the ones that are really useful to you. The Data Skills for Work portal provides a great list of different courses and providers. There are different styles of courses out there, so if you want a more bootcamp style, then providers such as Codecamp could be an option. For online courses, there are providers such as Free Codecamp and Code Academy. If a degree is something you would like to explore, then many data undergraduate and postgraduate courses will teach programming as part of the course. I would also say that the best way to learn programming is to actually jump in and do it in practice. So once you've learnt some of the fundamentals, go and practice in those languages with different examples or even try a little project. In addition, I would recommend going to GitHub, which is a platform where developers can share and collaborate on code, and you can look at what other people have done and learn from them. You can also go to towardsdatascience.com and find blogs that take you through an author's project and the code used for this, which might be a link to GitHub.